Today, we take a look at the best fixed blades of 2018. Well, hey folks, welcome to the channel. Welcome to another episode here at Gideon's Tactical. I am your host, Aaron, and yes, this is one of the most anticipated videos of the year. I know you guys all year long look forward to it. I look forward to it all year long, and all year long I'm thinking of, does this knife, does this product meet the best of list? And that's what we're gonna look at here today, the best fixed blades that we have reviewed this year of 2018, because we review a lot of products. I see a lot of fixed blades come through the Blade Boot Camp that we test out, and a lot of them are great. But what are the best, the cream of the crop? What are the ones that I can recommend to you that I love for many different reasons? These are the ones that have made it to this best list, and this best list of 2018. Now, to be clear, every year, it's a new batch of products. It's only the knives that we reviewed this year. We have a list from 2017, 16, 15, all the way back. Those were the best blades of that year. They will not go into this list because these are only the ones that we've tested out in the year of 2018. So let's go ahead and get ready to check these knives out. And as I'm about to break these down for you, I always want to encourage you and remind you about our affiliate links to Blade HQ and Amazon below. So if any of these products stand out for you, just click those hyperlinks. They're in the description right below this video. It'll take you over to Amazon, or it'll take you over to Blade HQ. You can see all these products, and it helps us out when you guys purchase through those links. We get that small percentage back, and then we're able to buy more product, buy more gear, and test them out for 2019, this upcoming year. So thank you guys for your support through your views, through your likes, through your shares, but also when you purchase through those affiliate links that we offer to you below. So with that, let's take a look at the best fixed blades of 2018. All right, first on our list is the Steel Eagle Delta class from Tops Knives. Now, this was really the design that launched them, to my knowledge, into the knife industry, into the knife world, and now they have hundreds of knives, many of them top-notch, high quality, kicking butt and taking names all over the world. But this one was really designed as kind of a do-everything, heavy-duty, indestructible survival knife, combat knife crossover, and that's what the original design was. And I just had never gotten around to testing it out and reviewing it. And then in 2018, they released their Delta class model, where they did a little bit different with the handles. To my knowledge, they did a different coating, and then they gave it a Kydex sheath. And I got to tell you that it is an amazing monster blade. If you're into really heavy, indestructible monster survival / combat knives, this knife you got to take a look at. The Kydex sheath is great. The price point, you're going to look at about $175 on average. USA made, 1095, quarter-inch thick, a sawback that will make notches faster than any other sawback I have used, a good relief edge for being such a large knife, and then a massive handle to give you a couple different grip options for either stabbing, prying, or for finer cutting tasks with that finger choil. So it's like working with a bulldozer, but sometimes there are tasks that need a bulldozer to get through, and something that, regardless of the situation, this thing is going to be indestructible and has a lot of capability. And I really believe that the Steel Eagle Delta class from Tops Knives does that. And I was super impressed with this kind of next level, this Delta class version of this knife. If you're looking for that massive, indestructible survival knife, and it is a great starter to kick this best of 2018 list off with. Now, I got to tell you, I've always been pretty impressed with what Gerber produces in their US line. And this year, we tested out the Gerber Gator Premium line. Now, they have their more budget-friendly versions, which are USA made, made out of 420 high carbon, which are good designs, but their premiums are made with a little extra flair and S30V steel, again, all USA made. And the Gator Premium in the S30V version with the leather sheath, again, all USA made, is a phenomenal camp knife or like hunting knife. This thing is lightweight, has an insane ergonomic feel to it. It has their Gator handle scales and handle rubberized overmold, so it's extremely comfortable, extremely grippy, got bolsters on either end, which is really nice. And then again, that US S30V steel with a really nice relief edge into a saber grind, thin blade. I believe it's like .16 if I remember correctly. correctly. So it's a great compact fixed blade for hiking with, for backpacking, for camping, day hikes, or for hunting. And really that's the original design as a hunting knife, but it's got a great drop point, phenomenal for a lot of tasks. It's right on the small size for me at about 4 inches overall and 3.75 cutting edge. But if you're looking for kind of a premium feel, and that's a great name that they put the Gator premium term to it, it definitely feels premium, feels classy, feels like something I can hand down to my sons as they grow older and use for years to come, and has Gerber's great, backed warranty, and it's just a great ergonomic kind of do everything camp knife when you are looking for an under $100 option. This thing comes in usually right around $100 to $90 and hits a great price point, but also hits a great performance level with that S30V, very rust resistant. So that's a great plus for hunting, and if you're using it for food prep and those type of things, compared to a lot of high carbons that will be on this list today. So it's a great option for that companion blade or belt knife. Next up, I am so excited for this knife. This thing it really blew my mind. It was mind-boggling. The Ontario Knife Company SP10 Raider Bowie. This thing is insane. And it just shows how, even for me personally, and how maybe for many of you that watch, your tastes change as you use things, as you see value in different things. Years ago, I would have zero interest in this knife, but as time has gone on, I've just started to love Bowie knives and their capabilities, and I gravitate to them now. This thing is this massive beast. I purchased it for $39.99 on Amazon. Amazon, last I checked, did have it for that price. It'll fluctuate in between like $40 and $60. At any price, it's worth it in that price range because it's USA made, $10.95. You got a rubberized overmold handle that's very comfortable, can give you a lot of grip options, and it actually is pretty well balanced for a giant Bowie knife and has a great relief edge. This is what I've seen Ontario doing in a couple different SP models that I've tested out recently, is that in previous years, the grind angles were very wide and you really couldn't do any fine cutting with them. They were really just for like hacking down trees and splitting wood. But they have changed some things and brought a higher relief edge so that they come rather sharp out of the box. I didn't have to do any sort of reprofiling, which was great on a big knife like that. The 1095 is like indestructible. It's awesome. And then they have upgraded their sheaths as well. So the sheaths were better quality than what they used to be produced in. And again, this is like a compact machete in a Bowie knife that can baton, it can split, it can hack, it can stab. I mean, take on, like a charging bull, and you knew that you'd at least have a fighting chance with this thing. And it's going to not break the bank, and you're buying U.S. quality, your U.S. name behind it for between $40 and $60 is mind-boggling. And I love this knife. One of my favorites that we tested out of the year, and one of my favorites in the collection, period. So the Ontario SP10 Raider, if you've been thinking about it or you've been wondering, do it. One of the best knives we tested out ever here on the channel, and definitely one of the best knives we've tested this year in 2018. So super funny, this is like 3 hours later after having filmed the entire video, got upstairs, started editing, and realized I had missed one of my favorites of the year. So I came back downstairs. That's why I'm dressed different, and it's like 3 hours later, but I had to make sure that this made it to the list because I was super impressed with the Hogue EX-F02. I'll be honest, I don't really like it when companies just throw model numbers on their knives. I like it when they actually have names to them. It makes it more difficult for me as a reviewer. But just throwing it out there. This knife I was super impressed with, and actually dethroned in this kind of size range of kind of like a really light duty combat knife. That is a good crossover for like an outdoor knife. Last year, the Protagonist from Benchmade, which still has great properties and still a good knife, this one I liked more. These both are 154 cm, that one, and now this one, and I really like this one. It absolutely makes the list, and as my opinion between the two, I like this one a little bit more than the Protagonist. 154 cm, USA made, great handle ergonomics. They now have a version that's in G10 that actually has like handle scales. This is a full tang with a polymer and rubberized material on it. They used to make them in A2, I guess. My version is a 154 cm, and they have more of them like that now. Just over 4 inches, great Bowie clip, great large belly, saber grind, an ambidextrous sheath, snaps in there. Either way, just has a lot going for it, and it's going to be right now on Amazon. I've seen a few for as low as $75, depends on the handle configuration, handle colors, and the higher end with the G10 is usually like around $130. So great prices. I definitely recommend picking one up if you are kind of in the world of either looking for that kind of light duty fixed blade for an LBE system, your military, law enforcement, or you like that feel, but you like going out in the woods. You're a backpacker, you're a hiker, you're a camper. This has a great crossover capability as an outdoor belt knife as well. Has a really nice, good rubberized, grippy handle, good belly, a high saber grind, so it's good for food prep, all of that, and then a great little polymer sheath. Great little setup there, and is totally deserving of this list, and a great kind of crossover, do everything combat utility as well as outdoor knife. And it's ultralight too. I think the whole package is about 6 ounces, which is really impressive. All right, so we'll take a quick break here. I'm going to get a hit of coffee from my backcountry mug. And I do just want to remind you guys of the other 2 affiliate programs that we have to backcountry.com as well as Knockaround Sunglass Company. Knockaround sunglasses for the entire family. We love them over here. I'm giving some away as gifts. I have several that I use on a regular basis, and I don't use stuff that sucks. You guys know that here at the channel. I mean, if it works, I'm going to use it. If it doesn't, I'm going to tell you about it. So, and tell you that not to buy it. And not to use it. So love the Knockaround Sunglass Company, but also Backcountry. You know, I mean, they got everything from a lot of tents that we test out here, cook stoves, you know, they have MSR products, Sea to Summit, they got knives, they got jackets, they got gear, they got apparel, they got tons of stuff, and usually at discounted prices and often with discount codes. So go over there, check them out as well, and we'll get that small percentage back to continue to do what we do here, regardless if it's Knockaround, regardless if it's backcountry.com or Blade HQ or Amazon. We just really appreciate your guys' support, and thank you for supporting the channel in this simple way. It's free for you and helps us out continue to make content week in, week out. Next up is a knife that we just recently reviewed. It kind of flew under the radar for me. I didn't know it was dropping. I saw it. I was like, oh my gosh, if this is what it claims to be, this will be one of the best knives of the year, and it was. The Tops Knives Camp Creek in S35 VN steel. This thing is $150 on Blade HQ when I'm producing this and making this video, and for $150, let me just lay down what you're getting. You're getting USA made knife, so that's positive right out of the gate. You're getting S35 VN steel, one of my favorite kind of do everything steels. It's more rust resistant than your 1095s and high carbons. It's going to be easy for me with my Work Sharp field sharpener, great little sharpener, to resharpen, put an edge back on, that type of thing. You're getting G10 contoured handle scales that are very ergonomic, feel very good in the hand, and you're getting an amazing Kydex sheath with a dangle option feature that is mind-boggling, and for $150. I mean, I have USA made 1095 steel blades on this that are within about $10 or $20 that are nowhere near the level of either sheath options or steel that you're getting with this knife. This knife is a great belt knife carry when you're wanting premium everything. Premium sheath, premium steel, and premium feel and fit and finish, man. I mean, this thing is phenomenal. Great camp knife to use around the campsite for food prep, breaking down little kindling, feather stick making, hunting, you know, all that type of stuff. This thing is a phenomenal blade. I was super happy with it, super happy with its design. The only thing to consider is that the neck is a little thin and a little narrow compared to some other blades that we have tested and reviewed in my large size hands, as you guys all know. It works great. I don't have any issues, but that is something that I just want to point out with extra large size hands, and maybe something that you want to look into a little bit. You can watch the entire review to get all the details on that, but for small, medium, large size hands, the handle ergonomics are great, and I haven't had any sort of issue with it. And guys, this thing, it's an entire package. For a belt knife, it is an entire package. No need to upgrade anything, and you'll be happy with every single aspect of the design. And Tops has really outdone themselves, and I'm looking forward to seeing more S35 VN steel options in upcoming designs, and even older designs that I hope that they put that steel into and breathe new life into some of their older classic designs as well. So Tops Camp Creek is killer for a companion belt knife on every single level, from fit and finish to quality to steel to sheath options. All of it is hot. Next up is the Garberg in carbon steel. Now, we did the Garberg last year. It was in our 2017 list, and that thing is an awesome blade. It's really nice to see Mora coming into a little bit more of a premium range with some of their options and features. And this year they dropped a carbon steel version on top of the Sandvik steel version that they've had in past years. So now you have a flavor. You can choose, do you like high carbons better? Do you like stainless steel better? And which one you prefer to go with. For me, in a belt knife size range, which is what this is, in a compact about 4-inch blade, I kind of gravitate more to stainless steel, but carbon is still a great option and some people love working with it. Either way you go, it's going to be an awesome blade, between $70 and $100. But what you're getting is a full tang construction, which Mora's done some full tangs before, rat tail tangs, things like that, but this is really their kind of first jump into making kind of a more robust knife than their finer bushcraft knives that they've had in the past. Scandi grind, which is like insane when it comes to woodscraft, notches, feather sticks, carving, whittling, all those type of things. 90-degree spine is just going to like be a flamethrower for the sparks with both the stainless steel and the carbon version. And then great sheath options as well. You can go leather, you can go moly compatible and multi-attachable polymer. There's lots of options that it offers you, and all again under the $100 price point, and they're made in Sweden. So very, very cool that they now offer stainless steel or carbon. Just depends on your flavor and your personality and what you like to use out in the field. But it's a great bushcraft knife, great companion blade. And really the only drawback is the Scandi grind. That can be a little fragile on the edge for really hard, more utility tasks. I prefer, in those cases, saber grinds. It is more my preference. And food prep as well. I prefer full flat grinds for food prep. So it's not the best when it comes to food prep, and it's not the best when it comes to like general utility, but for out in the bush woodscraft, this is a mind-blowing edge geometry and just overall ergonomics, sheath options, and it's not going to break the bank at under $100. Okay, coming to our runner-up, second to last here, the SE4 HM in Kydex has blown me away. If you like high carbon steel knives, if you like SE knives, their amazing warranty, their amazing community that they have is just awesome. I love the HM4. Now, what's cool about this is it's more of a camp outdoor feeling knife than more of a tactical knife, which their original SE4, SE3, SE6, you know, all of those have more of a survival combat feel to the knives and are laid out more for that. Whereas their HM series is designed more for camping and hunting and woodscraft. Just mainly taking away the choil and making it just a general natural handle all the way into the blade and giving you a contoured handle versus more of a blocky squared off handle. It means that the ergonomics is definitely a step up over the SE4, this HM series, and just gives you a little bit more control in my mind, that you just go straight into the blade. You don't have to choose, do I want a back grip or do I want a choil grip? For me personally, with knives under 5 inches, I don't really gravitate to ones that have choils. I prefer just to have right up to the blade. So that's what this offers. It removes that choil that the SE4 has. And they dropped it with a Kydex sheath this year. In the past years, they came out with leather sheaths, so now you have an option. But now you have a great Kydex sheath to go with it. You can get MOLLE compatible backs for them, which is what I went with, so I have a little bit of a lower ride. It's a great high carbon belt knife, and it's going to run you about $100 to $110. So you're getting a great lifetime warranty, great design, great ergonomics, and just kicks up, I believe, the woods feel of SE knives and gives them even more capability if you're wanting to take your SE knife out into the woods for general camping, backpacking, hunting, those type of tasks. The HM series in general is awesome, and particularly the HM4 blew my mind and is a fantastic option. And last but not least, and my favorite blade of 2018, fixed blade, that we've tested and reviewed is the Tops Knives Prather War Bowie. Oh my God, this is such a sick knife, guys. I mean, you can tell in my voice. I cannot believe I've waited so long. It's one of their earlier designs that came out quite a while ago. I'm really hoping that they come out with some new handle options. I'd love to see it in S35VN, different, you know, put one of their like stonewash or one of their tumble finishes on there would be sick. Put a Kydex sheath on there would be like mind-blowing. This just shows you, again, how my tastes have changed. Like, I love the SE6, but it's a very classic, very basic design, and that's why I love it. And it's a great, like, one and done knife, you know, that it's got a good sheath, it's got all that. But man, This thing, the Prather War Bowie is like a Tyrannosaurus claw that can do everything. It's a great field knife. The high saber grind, the balance, it weighs 1 pound and feels like a feather. I mean, it is so nimble. It is so maneuverable, doesn't have a finger choil to worry about, but it has such a deep cut in the handle that you have such crazy control over this giant knife. This massive clip that still is able to baton, able to chop very well, make feather sticks, food prep very well, and stick a bad guy or a raptor if it jumps on you. I mean, it doesn't matter. This has the capability to literally do everything, and I love it so much. And again, years ago, I would never have been interested in it because of its massive clip and just some of the other things. I'm like, that's not my thing. I like very basic, general stuff like, again, an SE6 or something more like that. This knife just connects with me now on just such a level that I'm in love with. If it's not on your radar, it must be. And if you have been thinking about it, buy the knife. It's about $160. Amazon Blade HQ, links below. Phenomenal blade. I love its performance, and I love also the aftermarket sheath. Now, the only downside is it does still come with Topps really cruddy nylon sheath. Again, I got to give it up for Topps that they've really kicked it up a notch with their Kydex. So I hope this will come out with a Kydex in some near future. They have been producing a lot more knives with Kydex and really good Kydex sheaths that don't need to be upgraded. This does have a nylon sheath. The knife doesn't justify it. It needs an upgrade. So AZWELKE is who I recommend. I'll have a link in the description below. And what's really cool as an added bonus is that AZWELKE always offers different percentages and discounts for the viewers here at the channel, which is awesome. So if you want a custom Kydex sheath made by them for your Prather War Bowie, GT10 will apply to that, 10% off your order, which is pretty sick that they're willing to do that. And go over there, check them out, check out all the different items that they have. And yeah, they're just a really good, not only Kydex company, but then they're willing to offer discount codes to you guys here in the viewership that we have, which is pretty super sick. So check out those links. They have a lot of already pre-built Kydex sheaths as well, so you don't have to send your blade off. It makes it a lot easier to just grab one and go. And here's one of BK7 that I have that I need to get the video done, that I'm really looking forward to. But another AZWELKE, that one's a pre-made that I just ordered. Boom, it was there. I didn't even have to send it over. So super sick that AZWELKE supports us and gives you guys this opportunity to get some sick Kydex if you need it for any of your blades. Guys, go check them out for any of the knives that you own if you need a Kydex sheath. But for this knife, when I pair it with an AZWELKE sheath, this blade is one of my favorite knives of all time, and my favorite knife that I tested out that's a fixed blade in 2018. Well, there you have it, folks. Thank you so much for joining us today on this Best of Fixed Blades 2018. I hope it's been enjoyable, been informative, pointing in the right direction, maybe put some knives on your radar that weren't on there before. I swear by all of these. These are amazing blades. Can't recommend them enough. They have performed extremely well in our blade boot camp testing and what we do here at the channel, and I love them. And if you were to pick up any one of these, I know that you would be happy with its capability, performance, and what it can do for you by just giving you enjoyment. There's just something about having a good fixed blade on your hip when you're out in the woods, when you're out enjoying life, that just brings a smile to your face and just gives you a level of confidence that you wouldn't have otherwise, because you know you have a reliable blade on you. So thank you so much, guys. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook. If you're not following us regularly, check us out over there. Please subscribe if you're not a current subscriber. Check out the little subscribe buttons and like the other videos that are popping up right now. I always forget to do that. Yeah, but making content all the time here. Don't forget about the mailbag. Put hashtag mailbag, ask a question. You might get it answered in one of our upcoming Saturday videos. Our Gideon's Tactical Show is a different format where we answer questions and do topics and all kinds of stuff that has nothing really to do with reviews. It's just a fun, different format that we do here at the channel, and is a total blast. So check those out as well. And finally, guys, always remember, stay equipped, stay prepared, and we'll see you out there.